Okay, this is a WAEC question, and the subject is actually technical drawing, and we have objective questions here. I want to answer the questions with some explanation that will help you in answering the same questions if you actually come across any one of these questions. Let's start. All right. Here we have question 1, and we have a diagram that we have to use to answer question 1 and 2, as we have here that use the figure below to answer questions 1 and 2. Question 1. The scale shown in the figure above is called, this type of scale is known as plane scale. So the answer is option A, plane scale. Question 2. The distance Q on the scale is, so this is distance Q from here to here. So here we have 1 centimeters. And from here to this 0 is 1 centimeter. From 0 to this 1 is 1 centimeter, and from 1 centimeter here to this is 2 centimeter. So here is 1 centimeter. From here to here is 1 centimeter. So then we have a point here. There is a point here. So if we count the number of points that we have from here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So that is, they divided this into 1 millimeter. Into 1 millimeter. So we have 5. That is 5 millimeters. So 5 millimeters plus what we have here. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So 5 millimeters plus 10 millimeters will give us 15 millimeters. So here is option B, 15.0 millimeters. So the correct answer is option B, 15.0 millimeters. Then question 3. What is the value of angle Z in the triangle PQR below? Now, this has to do with mathematics if you were taught in mathematics in SS2. Now, we have this triangle POQ, and the base, this triangle POQ is an isosceles triangle. That is why we have its base angles to be 39 degree, 39 degree. So adding 39 plus 39, that will give us 78. Then, as we know that the sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So what is angle O here? What is angle POQ? Angle POQ will be 180 minus 78, and that will give us 102. To now get this, to now get the value of angle Z as we asked to find it, there is a theorem in mathematics that we were taught in SS2 that angle at any point of the circumference is half of the angle at the center of the circle. So therefore, that 102 that we got for this angle O here, we divide it by 2, and that will give us 51. So the correct answer is option C. So angle Z is 51 degree. Then question 4. In the figure below, the area of triangle KOM is equal to the area of, so KOM, this is KOM, then is equal to the area of triangle. So looking at what we have here, so is equal to the area, is equal to the area of KNOPM. Why? Because this triangle KOM and the pentagon, we have a pentagon KNOPM, they are on the same base. So when we have a triangle that is on the same base with a polygon, it means that that triangle and the polygon, they have equal area. So the answer is option A, KMPON. So has the same area with triangle KOM. Take note of that. Question 5 now. Question 5. The locus of a point which moves so that its distance from a fixed point equals its perpendicular distance from the fixed point is called parabola. It is called parabola. So the answer is option C. It is called parabola. So if we have the distance of that fixed point, which is known as focus, to be from the point on the curve to be equal to the distance of that point from the fixed line known as directrix, it means that such a locus is known as parabola, and the eccentricity of parabola is equal to 1. All right, question 6. We have the distance along the axis that corresponds to one revolution of the circumference of a cylinder is known as pitch. So the answer is pitch. Question 7. If a straight line is drawn from the center of a circle, it will bisect a chord at a right angle. That is option D. It will bisect a chord at a right angle. So this also has to do with mathematics in SS2, as we were taught in mathematics in SS2. Question 8. In the construction of the helix below, the length h is the lead. The length h is the lead. So distance from here to here is known as the lead. Distance from this point to this point is known as the lead. So that is option B. Now, question 9. The portion marked X in the figure below is called sector. So this is called sector. So as you were taught as part of circles in basic technology and also in mathematics. So I believe you still remember that. So question 10. The figure below shows a crank mechanism. Which of the following curves represent the locus of the midpoint P of the connecting rod after a complete revolution of crank OR? The correct answer is option A. So I've done something like this in videos that I made for link mechanism, so you can check and confirm it. So the correct answer is option A. So when this is moving, when it is moving around like this point is also moving, and it will form a locus like this, form a curve like this. So question 11. Here we have the correct pictorial view of a block whose orthographic views are shown above is. So looking at what we have here, so the correct pictorial view, as we're asked to get that correct pictorial view, will give us this option A. So option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. All right, question 12. Which of the following is true of triangles X, Y, and Z below? The half common. So looking at what we have here, the half common vertical height. We have common vertical height. Now, question 13. In basic theory of geometry, the angle in a semicircle is 90. So if you will have done the construction of the triangle, and you'll have been told that the option D is correct. So the angle is 90. The angle is 90. Now, question 14. The elevation in direction of arrow F of the block above is. So looking at this in this direction, so the elevation here will give us option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. Question 15. The purpose of the construction below is to inscribe a circle. So if you want to inscribe a circle in a triangle, you bisect two angles, any two angles of the triangle. So once you bisect it, you can put your compass at this point and draw a circle with some other things that you still need to add. Now, question 16. Which of the following symbols represent a socket outlet? Option C is the correct answer. Option C represents the socket outlet. Question 17. If a point on the circumference of a circle rolls along a fixed straight line without slipping, the locus of the point is called a cycloid. It's called a cycloid. which is option D. It is called a cycloid. Question 18. The figure above, referring to this figure, the figure above shows two dissimilar square prisms which interpenetrate at right angles. The correct plan of the figure is this option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. When you are looking at it from the top downward, this is what you will see. This will give you a square. This vertical one will give this square, and this one will give what we have here as the plan. This is the correct plan. So next page, question 19. So we have to use this figure to answer question 19 and 20. And question 19 says that which of the cutting planes shown on the cone will produce a parabola? So which of the cutting planes shown on the cone will produce a parabola? So the one that will produce a parabola is PP, which is option C. PP will give us a parabola. To give us a parabola. Question 20. Which of the cutting planes shown on the cone will produce a hyperbola? So QQ will give us a hyperbola. QQ will give us a hyperbola. So that's option D is the correct answer. Question 21. Two views of a block are shown above. The correct view of the block in the direction of arrow P is, so when we are looking at it in the direction of arrow P downward, so this part will be hidden, this point will be hidden from us, and this point will also be hidden from us. So it means we have two hidden points, and then we are going to see a thick straight line along this point here. So it means that option A is the correct answer. Question 22 and 23. So we have to use this diagram to answer question 22 and 23. So for question 22 now, we have that which of the following views represent the elevation of the block in direction of arrow E? So if we are looking at this block in this direction, what are we going to see? What we are going to see here is this option B. This is what you are going to see. Option B is what you will see. So option B is the correct answer. Question 23. Which of the following views represent the plan of the block? So which of the following views represent the plan of the block? So for the plan of the block, you are going to see this rectangle and this small part. So the correct answer here is option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. You still see this rectangle and this small rectangle here. So that's what we have here. Then you see we have another rectangle in the middle here, and then by the time I look at it from this point, I'm going to see this line. So we have this and this one, and then this part will be hidden. When I'm looking at it from the top, this point will be hidden from me. That's what we have here, and then we have this small part here. This is it. So the correct answer is option C. Take note of that. So question 24 now. The electrical symbol below represents a DC motor. This represents a DC motor. So if this has been a curved line, something like approximation line, it would have been an AC motor. But this is a straight line with a circle. It is a DC motor, direct current motor. So question 25. Which of the following pairs of polygons contain 45-degree and 60-degree exterior angles respectively? So how do we know that? So as you know that the sum of exterior angle of a polygon is 360 degrees. So for you to get the number of sides that polygon has, what you need to do is to divide 360 by the value of the exterior angle. So if I divide 360 by 45, that will give me 8. That means that polygon is 8-sided polygon, and that is octagon. Then if I divide 360 by 60, that will give me 6. So that means the value of the number of sides of that polygon is 6. That is an hexagon. So the correct answer is option C, octagon and hexagon. Take note of that. Question 26. When a line passes through a plane, the point of intersection is called trace. The point of intersection is called trace. So that is option B. Question 27. Which of the following drawing instrument is used with a T-square to draw a perpendicular line? So for you to draw a perpendicular line, you need to make use of your set square and then you support it with your T-square. So the correct answer is option D. Question 28. The figure below shows the development of a truncated. So looking at what we have, you just need to count the number of this development surface that we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is an hexagonal prism. It's an hexagonal prism, and the correct answer is option C. Question 29. What is the value of angle QRT in the figure below? So angle QRT, so we want to find this angle here, this angle here. This is the angle that we want to find. So if you look at it, we have two right angle triangle PQR and right angle triangle RST. So this angle is 60. As you know that the sum of angles in a right angle triangle is 90. So if this angle is 60, this angle here is 30. If this angle is 45, this angle here is 45. So 30 plus 45 is 75. And then this angle 30, angle 45, and angle R, they are on a straight line. So if we add 30 and 45 together, and that gives us 75. So for us to get angle R, we subtract 75 from 180, and that will give us 105, which is option B is the correct answer. Question 30. The figure below shows the development of, and so looking at what we have here, this is a square, this is a square. Each of this is a rectangle. Each of this is a rectangle. So, and whenever we want to name a prism, we name prisms with the shape of their top and bottom surface. So looking at what we have here, this is an open, this is a closed square prism. It's a closed square prism because we have the top and the bottom surface. So this is a closed square prism. So option A is the correct answer. So the next questions that we are going to ask will be on building drawing. Now to answer, it will be on building drawing. So, and this is optional. So you'll be given 10 questions on building from 31 to 40 and 10 questions on mechanical from 31 to 40. So it is the one that you know that you should do. It is optional. As you can see here, building drawing optional. So what I'm going to do here is that I will only answer questions on building drawing. Okay. Now let's look at what we have here, question 31. We have to use this diagram to answer question 31 and 32. So question 31 says that the part labeled Q in the figure is, so this part that is labeled Q is known as mullion, or mullion is known as mullion. So take note of that. That is option C, mullion. So this part labeled Q is known as mullion. Now question 32. The part labeled T in the figure is known as, what we have here is rail, but it's not actually rail, but they put rail here. It is tile, but they put rail here, so I will choose rail. It is not jam, it is not mutin, it is not stored, but it is rail. So I'll take rail. So question 33. Which of the following tools is classified under impelling tools? So impelling tools are tools that we use for use with chisel. So whenever you want to use chisel to cut something, you have to make use of an impelling tool to hit it, and that is hammer. So option B is the correct answer, hammer. Question 34 and 35, we have to use this diagram to answer question 34 and 35. The question says that, question 34, which of the labeled part is the ridge? So the ridge is this point, and that is F. Option D is the correct answer. Question 35, the part labeled K shows the, so the part labeled K here is the tie beam, is the tie beam. So take note of that. So this is the tie beam. This is the tie beam. So question 36, which of the following is not associated with the construction of arcs. It's not associated with the construction of arcs. So looking at what we have here, I don't really know that the answer to that question. I don't, maybe I will check for it, but currently I don't know the answer to that question. All right, so I will move to question 37. The portion marked Q in the sketch of a room in the building plan below represents, they are referring to this point. So this is a room and we have what? We have something here. So what we have here is built-in wardrobe. Is built-in wardrobe. So you may have something like that in your room. So we call it built-in wardrobe. So question, we have to use this diagram to answer question 38 and 39. Question 38. The part label R is called so this part label R is called seal. It's called seal. Okay, question 39. The part label P is called foundation. So this part is called foundation. So question 40 now. The conventional symbol below, shown below, represents hertz. So this is conventional symbol for hertz. So thank you for listening and I wish you success. God bless you.